Today we have an update to a story you'll only see on 2. It involves a former Treasure Valley mechanic.
In 2009, Scott Bragg worked at a Meineke Meridian and was accused of ripping off people. Now, the company transferred him to Arizona, but just recently, a sting operation cost him his job in Meineke a lot of money. And KBOI 2 News played a part. Tammy Tremblay is live in the studio with this story that you'll only see on 2.
A few months ago, a representative from the Arizona Attorney General's office called me and said they're investigating Meineke and manager Scott Bragg. Then, just a couple of weeks ago, I was informed our past True Squad stories helped bust the so-called sketchy operation.
Well, it started with a $10 oil change.
We introduced you to Marianne Matthews 2 years ago.
I'm irate, completely shocked.
She says Scott Bragg, who was managing the Meridian Meineke she used, put on the wrong oil filter, and it ended up blowing her engine 4 months later.
That $9.95 oil change cost me approximately $3,500.
Fast forward to January of this year.
Saw the video that had been on your station. It just validated everything that I knew about that man and that location.
Steve Runquist, who lives in Phoenix, contacts us and says Bragg is up to his old schemes after being transferred to a store there.
Went in for a very minor thing, and 9 hours later I was standing outside in the dark waiting for a tow truck.
He drove in and couldn't drive out. Runquist says Bragg told him he needed $800 worth of repairs, but after having another mechanic check it out, he was told it was just a $60 fuse.
I hope this validates what the people of Boise have gone through because of this guy.
That helped, but getting a phone call from the Arizona Attorney General's office really validated that Scott Bragg and Meineke needed to be investigated.
Hi, Ms. Tremblay. This is Rebecca Salisbury at the Arizona Attorney General's office. I saw the video you did about Meineke and Scott Michael Bragg, and let's see, I did want to speak with you about it. And one of the main things I wanted to ask you was not to take it down because we're interested in it still being available.
The AG's office had gotten several complaints about the Meineke Bragg managed in Phoenix and used our stories for information on how he may operate before conducting a fraud sting. Take a look. Investigators say in this video clip, Bragg and a technician are testing for power to the AC compressor. They discover there is no power. The problem is a fuse, just like in Runquist's case. However, Bragg says the compressor needs to be replaced, about $600 more than a fuse would cost.
It's horrible, I think, what they're doing. Just despicable.
The state says Meineke violated the Arizona Consumer Fraud Act and must now pay more than $40,000 in civil penalties and fees. Scott Bragg and another employee were fired. Today, Marianne Matthews says she feels justice has been served.
In the end, it'll always come back to bite you, whether now or later.
Still, she knows it was never just Bragg's fault.
He could not operate in that way unless there was an atmosphere of willingness to allow him to do so.
What she wants the most out of all of this is Meineke as a whole will change its ways.
I hope this will be a lesson for them. I hope it'll be a turning point where they will change their ways and not continue to do this.
I do want to point out that there are several reputable Meineke shops in the area. The Better Business Bureau suggests you head to their website to check out any mechanic shop you want to have work on your vehicle so you don't end up in a bad situation. In Runquist and Matthews' case, the shops they used had F ratings. Live in the studio, Tammy Tremblay, KBOI 2 News, watching out for you.
Tammy, thank you. KBOI 2 News originally broke this story after hearing from viewers like you. If you have a problem or a news tip that needs some digging, we want to hear from you. Call our hotline at 489-1262. Just leave your name, your contact info, and a brief rundown of the issue. KBOI 2 News is watching out for you.